Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be collating a tier list. And no, not just any tier list. None of this, who's the better club, who's got the better players, best goals, none of that shit, okay? Today, we are going to be finding out which footballers can beat the biggest animal in a fist fight. Did anyone ask for this kind of content? Absolutely fucking not. But are they going to get it? You're damn straight they will. Now allow me to draw your attention to the tier list. Starting off with a household mouse / rat. We then have the common goose. Feisty at times, yes, beatable nonetheless. Next up we've got a dog, specifically a larger dog. Because if it was one of these dogs with the crusty eyes and the fucking they're just disgusting, aren't they? Oh, you could literally grab its tail and fucking taken to the skies again this time. We've got another bird. I've gone for a pelican this time. Don't ask why. I thought we could have gone for any bird. Albatross, owl, woodpecker. The reason I've gone for a pelican is because it's got a trench of a gullet, okay? And I feel like they could use that in some kind of way as a weapon. Moving on. A kangaroo is next. And the reason we've got a kangaroo is because I once saw a video of an Australian man punch one in the face, and that's all I needed to see. Okay, he's on. Let's... Kangaroo. Ooh, king cobra next. Now only the quickest, the nimblest, the sneakiest of players can beat this one. Moving on. We've got a chimpanzee next. They're basically, we're cousins with chimps. Yep, we've got a big old lion, okay? Some would say king of the jungle. Why is he not at the top? It's my tier list, and it's a cat, all right? Someone's going to have to beat it. Next up, we've got a bear. More specifically, grizzly bear. Now, anyone that says that this is absurd, no one can beat a bear, has clearly never seen The Revenant. Now, if Leo DiCaprio can do it, so can some of these players. And finally, at the top spot, we have got my king of the jungle, the silverback gorilla. Now, starting off, I'm going to go for Lisandro Martinez, the butcher. I reckon he's got enough small man syndrome to absolutely ravish a pit bull terrier. However, I do think if he tried to fight a pelican, the bucket jaw would just swallow him up whole, okay? So I'm going to put Lisandro Martinez to only be able to beat a large dog. Next, I think I'm going to go for Mr. TikTok sensation, Lewandowski, okay? He could probably just about handle a goose. I feel like Lewandowski would size the goose up, he'd go for the punch, and then bring it back and start a new trend. That's what I'm thinking. Lewandowski can fight a goose. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Do I like Zlatan? He's okay. Bit of an arsehole. Could he beat quite a lot of animals? Yes, he could. And I think we're somewhere in this top 4 region. I'm going to fit Zlatan in with a lion, okay? We've got Ryan Giggs. Controversial. Ryan Giggs would be able to beat a chimp for the pure fact that Ryan Giggs would lure him in, befriend the chimp, almost become inseparable with the chimp. And whilst they live a happy life together, he goes and fucks the chimp's missus for 13 years. So Giggsy, you're going to be able to beat the monkey. He's playing the long game. I respect it. Next, we've got another current World Cup winner in Cuti Romero. Now, nothing really needs to be said about Romero. We've all seen him. He's batshit fucking crazy on the football pitch. He's definitely somewhere around this midsection. Do you know what? I feel like Romero could take on a kangaroo quite confidently. All I think would happen is the kangaroo would be minding his business, hibbity-hopping around, and Romero would just fucking slide tackle him out of nowhere and just kill him on the spot. So, Romero, kangaroo. Next up, we are going with a man who is so prolifically shit that it's hilarious, alright? We're talking none other than Darwin Núñez. Now, Darwin Núñez would miss every punch he swings, which is why Darwin is the first person to be rock bottom. Now, I'm sorry it had to be like this, Darwin, but you can't make contact with anything. So Darwin is the first man who is rock bottom. I think next we're going to go for Jordan Pickford. Jordan, in his picture, he's got gloves. So in this fight, he's going to come equipped with his gloves. Now, because of that one reason, I think he can go all the way up to a king cobra. I think the cobra's going to come at him. He's just going to be able to, you know, just... Oh, what's happening here? Oh. He'll be able to palm away any cobra strikes. However, if it was a chimp, it would rip him to fucking shreds. So, Jordan is going to go straight in to the cobra section. Gareth Bale. I think we're going to slot him straight in to chimp. Now, my reasoning He'll get taken in by the chimps. They'll think he's one of their own. They'll raise him accordingly. And then, do you know what? He won't actually have to fight them, but he could fight them if he wanted to. All right, he'd gain respect. He'd be the leader, and he'd be king of chimps. Anything other than that, he's curtains for Bale. Let's go for Roy Keane. Now, Roy Keane, arguably not really a footballer, more of a thug. So I think Roy Keane could do a job on a grizzly bear. Don't ask me how. He beat the lion. He just did, okay? Roy Keane beats a bear. Next, we're going to go for a man called Jesse Lingard. And let me tell you straight away, Jesse Lingard wouldn't beat a rat, okay? We've all seen the video on TikTok, Jesse Lingard trying to get a bird out of his chimney. The man shit himself. So for that reason alone, it tells me everything I need to know. So he can join Darwin Núñez right down the bottom of the pile. Now I'm going to go for Slabhead next. And Slabhead, I do think, could beat a pelican for the simple fact that his head wouldn't fit in the pelican's mouth. He doesn't get to quite join Romero up here in Kangaroo Town. Kangaroo would fuck him up. Pelican would choke on his big fat head and he would win. Who do I want to go for next? I think I'm going to go for Mr. CR7, Mr. Al Nassr. Now, partly jealousy, call it what you like. I'm putting Ronaldo rock bottom, okay? Because I don't think he's ever had to lift a finger in his life. I think Ronaldo will just pay all the animals to fuck off, and then he's null and void. So really, he should have his own little row of just NA, just not applicable. Not applicable. We're actually going to put him as low as we can, just chilling with the rat. Oliver Kahn is a fucking madman. Now, for full transparency, I've never seen Oliver Kahn play. All I've seen is pictures of him shouting and screaming at players, like this one and this one. He looks scary. He looks like he could take on quite a lot of animals. I'm actually going to sit him up with Zlatan in the Lion District. Moving on. Next, I think we'll go for Harold Kane MBE. Do you know what? I absolutely love this man more than life itself. But in the down and dirty, in the crux of it, I don't think he stands a chance on this tier list. Could Kane beat a rat? I think he could. Could he then beat a goose? Yeah, no, okay, my reasoning for this, he's so good at kicking a ball, he would just leather the goose and it would fly. Kane is going to stay with Martinez at dog level. Big man Verge, the big virginator, the big virgin. The big virgin. Where do we put Virgil? So Virg has got height on him. I want to sit him somewhere between Kangaroo and Cobra. I'm going to say Snake for Virgil. I'm going to say he beats the Cobra. I don't know how he uses the height to beat the Snake. He just does, okay? Virg, you're beating the Snake. Next, we're going to go for Romelu Lukaku. Lukaku plays football the same way you would play football in Levi jeans, okay? Now, this isn't about footballing ability, is it? So we have to think differently. I think the chimp would try and grab him to throw him, can't get round his waistline. So Lukaku is just going to absolutely tump that fucking monkey. Wayne Rooney, but specifically Skinhead Rooney. Now, some of you might be too young to have seen Skinhead Rooney. Manchester United, Skinhead Rooney was a criminal. He was a menace. He was a menace to the game, all right? For that reason, I'm putting him very, very high on the list. We're going to go all the way up to Grizzly Bear. Maradona. Okay, so with Maradona, what have we got? We've got a small man who cheats. I feel like he's enough of a trickster to get out of the grips and the clutches of a pelican. I do also think with a kangaroo, he could take the joey, throw it out the arena, and win on a technicality. So for that reason, I'm going to put Diego Maradona capable of beating a kangaroo. Gattuso, Mr. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Another one, like Oliver Kahn, I never actually got the chance to watch too much. I saw a little bit of Gattuso, only on Champions League nights. So when Tottenham played AC Milan, he tried to headbutt Joe Jordan. And that I remember that very well. He's not the tallest guy in the world. He's just got a lot of small man syndrome. I don't feel like he's got the wit to take on a King Cobra. So I'm going to fit him next to the Pelican. Mason Mount could not take on anything other than a common goose. He is Mason Mount is one of the worst footballers I have ever seen play the beautiful game, okay? He's so painfully bang average. He is literally Southampton quality in a Chelsea strip. Nothing more needs to be said. The goose, he would just about manage. A dog would fucking kill him. Next, I think we go for Messi. I'm going to say Messi beats a king cobra. The way that man does that little and then moves the other way. You know the one I mean. You've seen him do it. He just... The Cobra would get his feet in a twist. Messi wins. Cobra's snapped his ACL. Okay? Gone. Adebayo Akinfenwa. This man is the widest man I think I've ever seen kick a football in my life. He's a fucking meatball of a man. He's huge. So for that reason, I would be inclined to put him somewhere around here. I kind of want to put him in the middle. Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to bend the rules slightly. He's going to go halfway between lion and halfway between grizzly bear. I feel like he would make the bear unconscious, but I feel like the bear would give him a lot of respect. So we put him in the middle. Mr. Baby Oil himself. To be honest, he outpaces all of these. I'm going to put him... Bear lion. I'm going to put him at lion. He can definitely take on a lion. He can outrun a lion. And he's definitely stronger than a lion. Which means we are only left with one football player and one blank spot for the silverback gorilla. One man and one man only. Mr. Wayne Shaw, God amongst men, will beat the silverback gorilla. Well done, Wayne. Well done, Wayne. You and your pie will absolutely be the fucking demise of a silverback gorilla.